Hi everyone, my name is Michelle, I'm 17 years old, and I'm a huge fan of psychology. I love creating awareness, and I love helping others. This week is National Eating Disorders Awareness Week, and I'm here to speak up about these life-threatening illnesses. I think that a lot of people don't assume the obvious. They think eating disorders aren't that common, it happens every so often. This year, the theme of the National Eating Disorder Association has promoted is everyone knows someone. I have battled an eating disorder for years, and I have met so many people in my own life, friends, family, um, who have distortions with food, some who have eating disorders, um, and others who are just living in this yo-yo dieting life that is not what they're called to live. I have a quote that I want to share with you guys to kind of explain and open up conversation about the severity of eating disorders. The quote is from Billy Lett's novel, Where the Heart Is. It says, "She was so beautiful, and when she finished, she smiled at me. The TV was shut off and down the hall, and a door closed somewhere nearby. You know what, Nobly? I don't think I ever saw her again." That quote seems interesting at first hearing, but I think it's very pertinent to eating disorders. Eating disorders are life consuming illnesses that do not discriminate. They don't take anything lightly. They will eat up your entire life, no pun intended. Um, but they are just this overwhelming creature and this monster that takes over everything in your life. One of the things that I've done in recovery is document things that I've lost to my eating disorder. I have things on my list from years to friends, unsure of who I am and my connection to myself being broken. I have things such as laughter, being carefree. My personality's changed. I can't identify my emotions. Um, I've lost weight. I've lost my ambitions and interests and activities. I have lost so many things to my eating disorder, and there are so many others who have lost the same and more. Um, Eating disorders are all consuming. I know I can't express that phrase enough. I remember in the height of my illness that I would be obsessing about how much I could work out, how little I could eat, and what would be the breaking point. When would somebody finally realize that I wasn't okay? I think that a lot of the times we think, okay, eating disorders, you can get over it. You can just recover like that. The thing is, you can't just recover from an eating disorder by eating a sandwich or by having an apple or to stop purging. Eating disorders are more complex than that. They are a psychological illness that takes time, energy, therapy, and a lot of support. Um, I think back on this quote, and the line that really hits me is it says, "You know what, Novalee? I don't think I ever saw her again." I was reading in my diary recently, from back when I had my eating disorder, some of those entries. When my eating disorder, I should clarify, was at its worst. And I was reading some of those entries, and I couldn't help but cry. I was 15 years old, and the pain that I knew was to come in the following 2 years was just so overwhelming. The girl that I read in my diary was not the girl that I am today. I I was engrossed fully in my eating disorder. The primary thing, the only thing that I had in my life was the illness. Eating disorders are isolating illnesses that separate you first from your emotions and from your peers. You start to withdraw from activities, you start to back out of hobbies, activities that you once enjoyed. And then slowly but surely, you have those days where you find yourself going to a party and you're not there. I know you might think, okay, well, how can you be at a party and not be there? The thing is, you can be physically there, but mentally, you are so in your mind and so absorbed in what's going on mentally with the constant battle of should I eat, should I restrict, should I binge, purge, all the self-hatred, the belittling thoughts. It is such a decapitating, I think that word's right, um, illness, and it just brings you down that you physically cannot function. My my person who I was in the height of my illness was no one. The the person I think that really captures it is Maria Hornbacher in her memoir Wasted. She says that um, something along the lines of, when you lose all your friends, when you're in the hospital for the sixth time, when you are engrossed in your eating disorder, you've lost everything, and the only thing that you have left is the illness. I think it's interesting because it's such eating disorders are such a manipulative disorder, even though a lot of the times people seek control in those situations. Many people develop eating disorders, psychologists have reason, due to a lack of control in their own life or a perception of that lack of control. Um, I think that looking at this quote and seeing the fact that you didn't see her again, I think of myself, and I think of myself in those diary entries and seeing how lost I was, how engrossed in my eating disorder I was. To anyone who has suffered an eating disorder, they can relate. They know the feeling of having out of body experiences. They know they're physically not there. And they know the pain and agony that goes along with an eating disorder. Because to be frank, eating disorders are hell. Going through the day, hating yourself, hating, not just hating like your hair or your shoes or your outfit, but hating yourself at the core of your being and having that consume your life is no way to live. And it's such a destructive illness because it gets to the point when you give up hope because there's no way someone like you think can recover. I know I had those times I thought I could never recover. That's just not for me. It's good for everyone else. They can do fine. You read the stories of Tracy Gold, Princess Diana, Portia de Rossi. You hear their stories and think, sure, they recovered. That's them. But no, anyone can recover from their eating disorder, and I'm here to voice that. I thought that I was the one exception. I thought that my illness wouldn't affect me. It wouldn't drop my scores at school, even though it was happening. It wouldn't harm my health, even though I was missing classes almost daily. It wouldn't take away my friendships, even though I've lost so many friends. Eating disorders take everything. And what I want to express in this video is that you are enough. You can recover. I have been at that point, I've thought, sure, there's no way I can recover. But as I've started to incorporate positive affirmations and actually been open with my therapist, talking to her, communicating, and allowing dialogue to flow, that is what is really making recovery. As I'm getting stronger, I'm gaining this self-confidence that I never thought possible and becoming more aware of myself. I'm I'm kind of in awe. Like 2 months ago, I was not in the same place that I am in now. But by adding positive affirmations, by repeating to myself constantly through messages, through post-it notes in my car, index notes that I have on hand, through just a constant reminder that I am enough, that I am lovable, that I am worthy, that I am beautiful, I'm freaking gorgeous, that I'm lean, I'm sexy, that I am a wonderful, amazing girl who deserves the best. Having that voice there has given me such a confidence boost, and just incorporating that in my recovery has taken me from that place where I was recovering to now I really want to get better, because I know that I am a stronger person because of how much I've suffered through my eating disorder. So yes, I do agree with this statement. I do think that I never saw the girl again of who I was. My eating disorder stripped me of my identity. It stripped me of my passions. It stripped me of who I was. But as I was working on recovery, I developed new passions, such as psychology, such as the will to help others. And these new passions are forming my life. They're taking control. And when I do psychology, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. That is what life is called to be. To take what is in your life and be happy with it every moment that you get. I think I'm going to end this video. Stay tuned for other videos this week in regards to National Eating Disorders Awareness Week. If you have anything that you want to say, if you feel that a friend is struggling with an eating disorder, you are struggling, or maybe a family member, don't hesitate to reach out. You are worthy and you deserve treatment. I'm not going to say that treatment's easy and that therapy is a fix all and one session will cure it, but I'm saying it's necessary, and I promise you, I pinky promise you, that you can get through this and that you will recover. If you have any comments or anything that you want to say, reach out for help. My inbox is always open, or I'll post my email in the link below. Send me an anonymous email and I will reply. I'm here to listen, I'm here to talk, and I'm here to help you wherever you're at. Don't worry about thinking, oh, I'm not at the same place she is. Just recognize that you deserve the treatment and that you deserve help. Also, get involved this week. This week is, again, National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. Spread awareness. Go onto your Facebook, Tumblr, MySpace, Twitter. Create awareness. Talk about statistics, facts. Tell your friends to spread the message that there is love and that they are lovable, and that a scale, the size that they are, a number, how much they eat, how much others like them, that is no measurement of how wonderful a person they are. And through the positive affirmations and through just creating awareness and bringing life towards us and hope towards anyone with an eating disorder, it's breaking the stigma, and it is allowing people with eating disorders to recover. Because you want to know what? I believe that everyone can recover. Again, this week is National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. Get involved, speak up, and reach out. Bye.